Markelle Fultz. The Magic with 4 to shoot to Fultz. Deep 2 there, won't go. Knocks it down from mid-range.
You see, you can't actually get mesmerized by the ball. You actually have to focus on the dribbler's belly button. I know that may sound cheesy, but trust me, he can't go anywhere without his core.
And he's fouled. He's going to the line for 2.
You see this all the time. The defensive player is establishing his presence on the court and also checking to see how far the refs are going to let him go.
Knocks down the first. Goes 2 for 2 at the line. Jay, Magic and Kobe each won 5 titles. How are you going to judge LeBron James' legacy in L.A.?
LeBron James wins 1 championship in L.A. That means he will set himself apart. He will have won 4 championships in 3 different cities. Now, that is polarizing for some fans. That still does not take away from the overall greatness and the legacy of LeBron James.
Shot by Fultz, no good. To Kyle Kuzma. Trying to cash in. Gets a look. Can't hit.
It's easy. Force guys into low percentage shots. That's the reason why we're big into stats. It was all provided to you before the game in the scouting report.
Markelle Fultz. First couple didn't go. That one is true. Los Angeles has the basketball. James throws it up. Count the basket. A lot of contact. No foul.
Some players are just built to absorb the contact. He pretty much dusted that defender off like that was a bug at the park.
Fultz. Oh, good defense by the Lakers. They come away with the steal. Nikola Vucevic with the block.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Runner's good there.
I'm telling you right now, with moves like that, scoring is not going to be an issue tonight.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
The offense has very little to lose on those type of plays if they know they can, number 1, create contact, and number 2, still get the ball up. You need to assert yourself fully on the defensive end by initiating the contact and not allowing the offensive player to get that ball above his waist.
Can't convert the free throw. LeBron blocked away.
That one's in the 15th row.
Huge denial. Fournier. Fultz. His first effort off the mark. Give him 2 points. High percentage.
They're going to have to find answers defensively and quickly because he's carving them up in the first quarter.
To Vucevic. Isaac. Yes, Aaron Gordon missed his first. That one goes.
No doubt about where that one was headed.
Los Angeles, they have it. Couple of cracks at the line now.
Guys like Gary Payton would always take ones early like this all the time. Number 1, to see if they'll get caught. And number 2, to leave a little mark on you to remind you that they'll be on you all game long.
And he connects on the first free throw. Good free throw shooting. Knocks down a pair. In the front court, it's Augustine. Margins 8. Fires the three. They have to keep him in their grasp.
But it was how he created the shot. As a defender, there's a tendency to stand up when you stare at the ball. Offensive player recognized that, continuously moved without the ball. Bang, that's how he set it up.
Short jumper stays out.
You see, this is something that everybody has, but some people choose to use it or not. I'm glad you choose to use effort on getting around those screens.
Another follow, no good. Yes, and the foul, and a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
One free throw, count it. It's a 3-point play, and the lead up to 8. Orlando has it to Vucevic. It's a turnover as they head the other way. It's a big finish.
That transition offense was flawless. When guys fan out and actually fill the lanes with a sense of urgency. You heard me correctly, a sense of urgency. You will get a great shot every possession.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way. Finishing inside the paint on that one. 6'11", 270. That's a massive man. You can make a case there's nobody like him.
There isn't anybody like him in the NBA. He is an absolute bully on the block. Can burrow his way through traffic, make it easy, and also possesses that sweet shooting touch from the outside.
Now the Magic gonna signal for a timeout as they'll go over some tactics now in this first quarter of play. Both teams tweaking their lineups. Here come some changes. Easy pass to the rim.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there. But let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Big up. Got it. Good trap.
Stuffs it down with authority. They have set the tone in this one.
I love when I see offenses come out in beast mode. You attack that paint, you get to the rim, inevitably the floor will open up for you to knock down some threes.
Here comes the screen. LeVert in a matchup with Boogie. 5 to shoot for Orlando. 4-3. And the rebound taken down by Bradley. Across the timeline comes James. Just under a minute to go in a very one-sided first quarter of play.
Number 23, LeBron James.
Magic basketball. To Vucevic. Here comes the screen. Doesn't have the touch. No good.
And that's how you make a difference. Every shot that the offense takes, make sure that it has a 10 as far as degree of difficulty.
And scores. Nice footwork to get around the defender.
Whew, I don't think anyone saw this one coming. But it looks like they're trying to send a message. Look into their eyes. They're laser focused. They're playing as if this game is tied.
DeMarcus Cousins rejects it. LeBron into the front court. Shot clock turned off as they get a chance to build their lead. Layup's good. Those are the types of shots you always strive for.
And sometimes less is more. Keeping it simple is the best way.
Deep 3 at the buzzer. 3 at the buzzer is good. And a fitting close to this one. They're right back. Ed Cohen, Jay Williams with you as we get things started here in the second quarter. Calls out a...
We got this. Let's go.
Substitutions, Orlando. Stepping in for
something going here on that drive. Has a look. It's Gordon with the rebound. Gordon to Vucevic. DeMarcus Cousins able to recover with the block.
That's why a rim protector is a necessity in this game.
Can't connect.
The contest was good, but you being a nuisance was great. Continue to be that gnat that no matter how many times you swing at it, it never goes away.
Markelle Fultz to Fournier.
Hey, double screen.
Gordon to Fournier. Oh, Evan Fournier. He is shooting well. He's made 2/3 of his shots.
Clearly not afraid of the spotlight here because that was not an easy look.
Stuffs it down with authority. He was ready right at the tip.
What a first half he's having. He came out of the gate, attacked, found ways to get to the rim. Now look how easy the game is coming to him.
Fultz. The drive, right to the basket. Slams it down.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Down low, Boogie. Gets it in the right corner.
Minutes left in the second quarter.
To Caldwell Pope. Bradley. Calls out of bounds. Last touch by Markelle Fultz. Caldwell Pope. Stuffs it down with authority. That has to feel deflating for the other side.
They've really came out and made a statement so far in this first half. Another powerful dunk, but another easy dunk. When are we going to see some defense?
Lakers ball. Has a chance. No good. Nice touch around the basket with the tip.
That's what I'm talking about, Ed. It's that simple. Put the ball in the bucket.
Fultz with the basketball. His guys down big to Fournier.
Right.
To Aaron Gordon. Fultz with a shot off the mark. Stuffs it down with authority. This is becoming a runaway.
They're getting to the rim at will, probably because we're watching Matador defense. You probably want to get in the way of your defender if they keep trying to attack the rim.
Yes, Aaron Gordon. He's now 4 for 6.
You feel that? I see the confidence building.
Tight space with the crossover. He's looking for that touch.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
And he's fouled. A couple of free throws coming up, Jay.
I don't know about that one, Ed. I always thought your hand was part of the ball.
Wes Iwundu at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 72%. And he makes them both. Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a 3-point play.
So many times we get on the defender for quote-unquote letting the offensive player score on an and one. Sometimes there's a lucky bounce, but more often than not, it's the offensive player who makes the play happen despite the defender's best intentions.
Free throw's good. It's a 3-point play. This big first half continues.
Here we go, my ball.
Lakers at the controls right now. Count the basket inside.
Well, when you play for each other and not just for yourself, that's when great things happen. You essentially lose yourself in what the team is trying to accomplish. It's called unselfish basketball. And there's nothing more beautiful than rewarding your teammate with a nice pass and letting them finish for 2 or 3 points.
A very one-sided first half of basketball as we are at halftime. Let's get you to our NBA Live studios in Orlando and hand it over to Jalen Rose for our EA Sports.
The Lakers didn't hold back in that opening half.
Player of the half.
The film speaks for itself. He's definitely the player of the half. Now he just got to give an encore.
Who was cold?
Every player that makes it to the NBA is a great athlete. All right, back to the second half. I'll see you after the game.
Fultz into the front court. Down a bundle.
Me and you.
A drive, but he can't get it to go. And the finish. Slam dunk.
I know there's that old saying that says one man can't beat 5, but we're watching one man carry 4 other players. His back has to be hurting. Another big-time finish.
Yes, Aaron Gordon. He's now shooting 5 for 7.
This may sound cheesy, but sometimes you just need to sit back, get a tub of popcorn, and just enjoy the show, because that's what you're watching right now.
Magic own the possession. Knocked loose, and that's going to get out of bounds. So it stays with Orlando. Fournier. They work it down to Gordon. Jonathan Isaac swats it.
Oh, he blocked that with authority.
Knocked loose. Lakers have it. Kuzma. Throws it down. Where did that come from?
It's like he got in an elevator and went to floor 8. And Ed, I have to say something, okay? 6'3", 6 feet, 5'11", those aren't small guys. In the big scheme of things, they're pretty tall compared to the average person in public.
I feel like you're speaking from experience.
Everyday experience, my friend. Every day.
Fournier to Fultz. Anthony Davis pins it. Kyle Kuzma sends it away.
That kid can block out the sun, Ed.
Slam dunk.
Well, look, you can't be caught flat-footed on defense. You need to be on the balls of your feet, especially in transition. You have to jab at that guy with the ball, hedge at him, make him think that maybe you will take him, maybe you'll fan out to a defender on the perimeter, but still keep him guessing. But when you don't do that, that's easy money.
Slam dunk for Markelle Fultz. Jay, let's see if that's a sign for him.
Well, he's been pretty much non-existent the first 3 quarters, but when you have a play like that, that can get the juices going, and that can help you with your offensive rhythm.
Fultz with the basketball. Looking to make something happen. To Fournier. Screen coming. Fournier to Fultz. Anthony Davis with a piece.
Don't stare him down like that afterwards.
LeBron with it up top. His guys hold a commanding lead. Fournier to Fultz. The pass set it all up.
I don't know if the scouting report has made its way out here yet, but if anything, it says you need to not let him get that close to the rim.
Stuffs it down with authority.
You know, from a point guard perspective, one of the things that I learned when I played in the league was that the more I was willing to give the ball up, the harder other players were willing to run to their spots. The harder the bigs were running to the rim. The harder the three-point shooters were running to the three-point line because they knew they could be active recipients. And when they caught the ball, they knew exactly what to do with it.
Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down.
And when the ball gets the defense rotating from side to side, you're bound to find opportunities for each other.
Had a chance, but it's no good.
One of the best-kept secrets in the game, utilizing a head fake. Get the defender in the air, crack into him. Don't give the refs any excuse not to call foul. I put that one on you. You went up a little bit lazy.
And look out. Big finish at the rim.
And that is the sign of an unselfish team. When everybody in transition thinks they have a chance to get the ball because you have a willing passer, somebody willing to make other players on his team look great, that's only going to force your players to play that much harder on offense and give you more energy on the defensive end.
It's Kuzma. Oh, Jay, he commands the paint this time down.
Big shout out to the athletic trainer for this team. It's obvious you've been doing all the preparation required of your team in the weight room in the offseason. Flex on them a little bit.
Time to adjust. Both.
All right, let's do this.
Add 2 points to the board.
You know, it reminds me of a story a legendary coach once told me. He said, if you ever get in a fight, you're not going to hit somebody with an open hand, correct? You'll probably break a finger. But if you hit somebody with a fist, what is that? That's 5 fingers working collectively together as one. That's how you deliver a knockout punch, and that's what we're seeing tonight.
Turns and slams it down.
If you didn't dunk that, then we would have to talk about it.
Augustine with it up top. He'll run the offense. To Gordon. Beyond the arc for 3. Buries it on the catch and shoot.
They're shooting the ball well, but let me tell you why. They're already ready to shoot before they even catch the ball. Look at their hands. Their hands are ready, providing a target. So when they catch that ball, they go right into their shot. We call that being shot ready.
It's Orlando's ball. Knocked loose. It's a turnover as they head the other way. Swings it to Kyle Kuzma. Fournier. Tough-looking shot there. Still gets it to go down.
And when plays like that happen with multiple players touching the ball, the basketball gods will 100% reward you.
They've got it in the open floor. To Aaron Gordon. And he's fouled. Very close, Jay. Free throws coming up.
Okay, now we're on the home stretch, and you got a big lead. Don't let your opponent back in this game by giving up extra possessions.
Aaron Gordon, a couple of free throws on the way. He's perfect from the line so far. Misses the first. Missed the second. 0 for 2. And count the basket inside.
Well, we got a chance to firsthand watch something be created. I think we just watched an epidemic of passing. I've never seen something like this before. It was so contagious, everybody started to do it, and it ultimately led to the other team's demise.
If that's an epidemic, sign me up. And he's going to the line to shoot.
Sometimes when you get up big, you get a little careless. But attention to detail through the end, that's how you avoid unnecessary fouls.
And hits the first free throw. And gets both to drop at the line. Short jumper stays out. Finishing inside the paint on that one.
Ooh, shows like this separate the good players from the great ones. The good players, they have good first halves, and then they fade to black in the second. The great players, they just sustain that kind of dynamic energy throughout the entire ball game.
And a putback slam.
Ooh, really showing no mercy here. This one is out of hand, and the offense is still pouring it on.
Orlando ball.
I got ball. I got something for him.
I got ball. Pick up.
Fournier. Yes, and the foul. And a chance at 3 coming up.
People become so fixated on the hands or the arms or the strengths of the arms. I look at the legs. The strength of his legs help him power through that play. That's how you get and ones.
Free throws good as they continue to widen their lead.
Block up. Here you go.
To Gordon. Oh, he had it. finishes strong. At this point, if it continues, it just may be good night, Irene.
And ooh, I like that Irene line.
There you go, Jay.
And sometimes as a player on the defensive end, Ed, you need to draw a line in the sand. You have to find a way to change the narrative because right now the constant theme has been too many easy buckets.
Jay, don't deny it. You're an old soul at heart.
Yeah, I still don't know who Irene is, though.
Me neither.
All right.
Knocked loose. That's a turnover. It goes the other way.
That's all she wrote. Dribble it out.
Yes, and a foul. He'll have a chance at a three-point play.
Huh, he should get some kind of acting award. That's a great sell by the offensive player. But guess what? The ref spit, and that's the game.
Free throw's good. Add one more to the total. This game feels out of reach. Magic have it. Nice pass to set things up. Count the basket. 2 more points in the paint.
That's a strong finish. Regardless of contact, finishing strong is key.
To Kyle Kuzma. Knocks it down from mid-range.
Well, the shooting has been spectacular, but one of the things that I've seen as the difference maker in this ball game is how they are catching the basketball. They're not establishing a pivot foot, which leaves the defense wondering which way you can drive, but when that shot is working like that, you got it any way you want it.
It down with authority. Desperation shot here from half court. The Lakers get the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. For Jay Williams and all our...
On behalf of ESPN on EA Sports, I'm Jalen Rose.